All right. I think we're good. All right, hang on. All right, before I get to the episode, because I'm really excited. I haven't been this excited in a minute.
I could tell.
No, don't. Shh. Be quiet. All right, we got a new episode. First, the sponsors. Head over to www.johnbartoloshow.com. Go check out a complete list of the sponsors there. I want to thank a few of them now. Blackwater Ammunition, Rhino Metals, Galco Leather Holsters, Gallo Technologies, Pulsar Thermal Imaging Technology. Go check out Pulsar. I want to thank Inforce. I want to thank everybody. It's a complete list of the sponsors underneath. Please go click some of them. Support the show by supporting the sponsors. What's up, Daryl? I want to thank all you guys. Today's special. We got a special guest today. One of my dear friends in the UFC. We got the one and only Cody Stamann. Now, he's here for a specific reason. We're going to get into some shit talk, but he's here for a specific reason. We're here to open these Prizm cards. He's been promoting them. The UFC's been promoting them. He's excited. I'm excited. We're all excited. This is a fucking big deal. Excited. So we're going to open some Prizm cards today, and we're going to get into it. So I'm excited to bring this to you. But I want to get into this. I'm going to open the box, but I want to talk to you. You're training, you're getting ready. Lately, you've been picking a little bit of a beef with a certain so-called individual. You want to talk about it?
Oh, you're talking about Sean O Malley?
Sean O Malley.
Sean O Malley.
Sugar Sean O Malley.
The jester.
The jester. Let's get into that for a second.
I mean, it's just he's just everything I hate about social media and the sport. I mean, listen, you go to a big party, he's the fucking clown that everybody knows, but nobody actually respects. You know what I mean? At least not from where I am. Like, fighters do not care for the guy.
Right.
You know, I mean, even guys on his team don't care for the guy. I mean, people have reached out to me that are close to him. Nobody likes the guy, and that just tells me probably personally he's just a piece of shit. And honestly, dude, you got another man tattooed 69 on you. If I didn't like him before that, like, I can never like him now.
Now,
damn.
I think he's an interesting one for you, and I'd love to see it. I hope it happens. I know you hope it happens. I hope it happens. I think it should. I mean, I'd root for you.
I hope so.
All right, we got these cards. We'll try to get the angle in, and we're going to zoom in.
So if I open one, that's like a...
Well, we're going to open them, and we're going to see what we got.
Badass card.
Yeah.
I get to keep it, right?
If it's a badass card, maybe you get to keep it, but we'll talk a little shit while you open it. So, you know, I think the Sean O Malley thing's a good angle for you, and I think that offers some fun back and forth. I think that would be a really good one for the UFC. But what goes into the matchmaking, you and I will never know.
I mean, obviously, matchmakers in UFC, they're the best at what they do. Like, the UFC is the apex of combat sports for a reason. It's because these guys know what they're doing. Like, they're thinking 3 moves ahead. You know, we don't always see it. So I'm never going to question, you know, what they do professionally. But, you know, just from a personal standpoint, like, I would love to have the fights that guy gets. And, you know, and I know why I don't get them. Obviously, I understand the business. I understand how it works.
He's been getting some cupcakes.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's a question.
Give me some cupcakes.
Give me some cupcakes. We got a Jessica Andrade and we got a Beneil Dariush.
That's pretty good, dude.
That's not bad right out of the gate, right? We're battling. I'm not going to put those in the same category, but I'm not going to put them down either. Take the blade.
I feel like you're putting them down.
I'm not going to put them down, but they're not in the same category. Did you collect cards as a kid?
No.
No? I did. Not heavily, but I did.
I feel like you heavily collected cards as a kid.
No.
Just based on the level of excitement when I got here.
I got a Uriah Faber.
Speaking
Let's
of guys
all throw up.
Fight, that's a nice one.
Wonder Boy.
Attractive guy.
I got a knockout artist, Wonder Boy. How about Wonder Boy, huh? Guess he's never going to get a title, right? Nate Diaz.
Oh, dude. I got Tisha Torres, Amanda Nunes. I think this is like some kind of special card, dude.
It's an impact. We got an instant impact, Amanda Nunes. Can somebody look up what that is?
What is it?
What's up, Zach? What's up, Ryan?
The second card I pull out, UFC champ. I mean, I think I'm winning so far. Junior Dos Santos.
There you go. There you go.
Something.
Gohan
Saki.
Ricardo Lamas. We're not going to put that. I got a fearless Conor McGregor.
Honestly, Ricardo Lamas, one of those guys. He was an absolute stud. Never got any shine because he always had the absolute toughest fight you could ever have.
That's a good looking Uriah Hall card, not for nothing.
Uriah Hall's a good dude.
That's a good looking card. So we're into these packs. It's 4 cards per.
Dude, you are just tearing through these things.
Yeah, I'm fucking getting into it.
Oh my god!
What do you got? What do you got?
Oh
Whoa, whoa!
I got B card.
Dun dun dun. Hold that up.
What is this?
Let everybody know what you think of that guy.
I got a Sean O Malley card. I could piss on this.
Go for it.
I would, dude. I'm honestly opening up a lot of badass cards.
I feel like is the Sean O?
As much as I hate to admit this is probably worth some money.
Is it? Can we get anybody to confirm?
Are you kidding
Is that
me?
an impact?
16-year-old fucking kids would go nuts for this.
Yeah.
This might be worth some dough. I don't know.
There's definitely a 14-year-old child that would go crazy. I got a Roosevelt Roberts rookie card.
Dude. Second card.
Derek Brunson.
Mike Perry. Dude, I'm killing you.
Killing.
I am actually. I feel like.
We'll let the people decide in the end.
Okay. Marlon Moraes. It's a special. It's a shiny. It's purple.
It's purple.
It looks special.
It could be limited. It could be limited.
How would it not be?
Does anyone out there know?
Cynthia Calvillo.
Cynthia Calvillo. She's in camp right now, everybody.
I'm killing it.
So it's just a base O'Malley, nothing special from Zach Ligman, he said. So we just have a base O'Malley. Maybe we'll burn it after.
So we can throw it away?
So we can burn it. It's just a base. It's base. Sean, you can burn it.
I will. Can I actually burn this card?
Yeah, we'll save it. We'll do a burning at the end. You can tell us what you really think. We can do something at the end with it.
That'd be great.
Can we do a burning in here without the place going up? So why didn't you collect cards? What was it, G.I. Joes or something? He-Man. I see you as a Thundercats guy.
Honestly, it was like everything. My dad thought everything was like
lame
for pussies.
Yeah,
all that stuff is for pussies.
Even He-Man.
Comic books.
That's the most misogynistic.
I actually liked watching, fake wrestling or WWE, and he was like, "Turn that shit off. That's for." Oh, Jamal Hill.
That's not for you.
Yeah, that's a nice way to put it. Jamal Hill, boy from Grand Rapids.
Listen, I don't know. You're running your mouth over there. I got a Benil Dariush, Jessica Andrade. I got a Nate Diaz. I got a Conor McGregor. I got a Stephen Thompson. Yeah.
You didn't say that.
Yeah. I got an Ally Quinter. I'm keeping that kind of in the okay pile.
Yeah, that was a solid dude. Askar Askarov. Throw that one away.
Throw that one away.
Aspen Ladd. I mean,
we're relearning the names of fighters.
Amanda Rivas.
Do you not know a lot of these people?
I know everyone. Besides, I've heard of this Gohan Saki guy. I mean,
like, is it weird for you? I don't know this dude. Like, I've never seen him before in my life. We're in the same league,
that's what people think when they pull my card out.
Yeah, who the hell is this guy? Who's this guy? Tim Elliott.
Oh, dude.
Tim Elliott. Weili Zhang.
Rafael Sunsao. Another Marlon Moraes card.
Jim Miller.
Dude. Francis
Ngannou. Francis Fireworks. That's got to be worth something, right? Right?
I don't know, man. I don't know shit about these. Israel Asanya.
Izzy.
I mean, that's 1, 2. That's a former champ. 3.
Oh, we're saving former champs now.
We're saving them all, dude.
All right, let's see.
Dude, what a racket. Because, I see a good percent. If I had every single person's card, and I just went to the PI.
And just got them.
Will you sign this?
Well, that's what you're going to do after this. No, that yet.
This is the first part of my job.
This is the first part of the job.
Is that I have to go get every single one of these.
I want to thank my friend Cody for a minute. He was kind enough to bring by a UFC hat that I'm wearing. This is the new Venom line. Shout out to the Venom line. Here, hey, you want to open one? Yeah. See what you get.
Johnny Walker.
Cyril Gagne. Wow.
Neil Magny.
I got a Cyril Gagne. Justin Gagey.
Stipe. That's a nice one.
Stipe.
That's a nice card, dude.
Hey, listen, I got a name from your past. I got a Song Yadong. You want to
Ding Dong?
You want to rehash that?
You ding dong.
You got a song, you dong.
I had shirts.
Straight from the Cody Stamann hit list.
So I had a shirt.
It's a good fight, by the way.
That said, Stamann beat you dong. I sold shirts that said literally Stamann #beat you dong, and like my little sister and mom were wearing them. I was like, you guys should not be wearing those shirts.
What'd you get up there? You're being quiet.
Oh, I'm just taking a peek.
You're being
It's
awful.
some nice packaging, some nice
I know.
cards.
These are nice cards. Can we talk a minute about these? If you haven't checked out the UFC playing cards, or whatever these are, what are they? Collectible autographs, autos.
These are super nice.
These are like the nicest cards I've ever seen. I got a Dan Ige, but it's a shitty card. It's all beat up. It's going to have to go in the ship pile.
Oh, you can't.
Valentina Shevchenko.
You got the Valentina, did you?
I got it.
I
Shout
got
out to Valentina.
The Mahmoud Muradov.
Dan Hooker, Kron Gracie.
I got the Rob Font.
You got a Rob Font. That's a good one.
Stipe Mikulczyk.
Stipe Miocic.
Whatever, I can't say it.
That's good. That's a good one.
Stipe.
So and this pack, I got another Francis, and it's
a special one.
But he's fireworks, though. Stipe is fireworks.
You got a Stipe and fireworks with the belt.
With the belt, yeah.
Rory might have got the best pack here.
And then I also got a Gunnar Nelson.
I got a Nelson. You got a solid pack.
I got a Frankie Edgar too.
Frankie Edgar. That's a throwback. Got to get Frankie to sign that.
You know, baseball
Frankie's
cards
probably
when
my
we were
favorite.
kids
Yeah.
were nowhere near this nice.
No, I've never seen cards this nice.
These are the nicest cards I've ever seen, guys, to anybody that's out there. Maybe we'll get a Sean O Malley insert here. We can get it signed. Here, take these last two
sign
packs so I can narrate while you open. What do we got here?
I'll sign it. I got like 15 packs.
I got the
left here.
Stipe fireworks. That's got to be one.
I'm not moving fast. Ooh, I got a good one here.
I got a Michelle Watterson. Karate Hottie.
Michael Chiesa.
Oh, give me that.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I got a Michael Chiesa.
The man.
Oh, you got a Chiesa.
I got Michael. We're going to save that. I'll sign that. Donald Cerrone. I can have Cowboy sign
Jan
that.
Blakovic.
Jan.
Colby Covington. Dude, this was a good pack.
That's a good pack.
I feel like
These are gorgeous cards. So
Did you guys find an Antonio yet?
we have not found a Claudia. If we could keep our eyes out for a Claudia or an Antonina would be good. Yeah.
Angela Hill.
Keep your eyes peeled. I got 4 more boxes coming.
I got a Sam
This was
Alvey.
just our little sampler, and we have our hands full here.
Ooh, this is the coolest card I've seen yet.
What?
A Kamaru Usman.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Kamora, yeah.
Yeah.
The Rory wants an Antonina because she flies. He's interested. Put that in his plane. He can stare at it.
Dustin Poirier
Jared Cannonier.
You got a Dustin Poirier.
and a Raquel Pennington.
Dominic Cruz.
Oh, I see a green one.
It's a green Brian Ortega.
I have a green Whaley Zhang.
God, these are just so well done.
I literally feel guilty touching these.
I know. They're great cards. They did an awesome job with these. Were you guys surprised when UFC did the deal with the cards or no? Were you like, whoa?
I found out about it by someone handing me a card with my face on it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what is this? And they're like, oh, it's your card. It's your playing card. I'm
But
like,
now you can do signings and you have
Did
a
we find
card.
Cody's card yet or no?
I mean, my uncle had a card 50 years ago.
I gave him one. Your uncle?
Yeah, he gave me one. Yeah, I have it out there. I have his card out there. That's how far cards have come.
No, but have we found one in the pack yet?
No,
See.
we have not found a Cody Stamann in the pack. We might. I see good cards in the future though.
If we do, we'll just throw it away.
An instant impact.
Instant impact. This is another Stipe.
Stipe, and we got a lot of Stipes. Here's a Stipe here. We can
I
say
feel like this is a special edition Stipe too.
we got a lot of Stipes. I have some maybes here. Some maybes. These are like they could be worth somethings. We're building a little Stipe collection.
You know, this could be like when you go to Disneyland.
How many boxes
Swap
are we opening,
things.
Zach? We have like 5 boxes, but we're gonna stick to this one box because it's overwhelming.
Paul Felder.
Paul Felder.
Yeah, this is overwhelming. I can't believe how many cards are here.
It's overwhelming. But
Matt
does
Brown.
anyone out there collect cards? Because if anybody out there collects cards and has any insight into this, into what's worth what, please let us know. So
Got a Jorge Masvidal.
there might be a Sean O Malley burning at the end of this.
There's gonna be.
There's gonna be.
Yeah,
There's gonna be.
You let me.
Got a
what's it?
Shamil.
I would never stop you. Let's put it that way.
Well, that's the first one I see with the green border.
Which one?
The Shamil.
I can't pronounce his name. Super nice guy. Polish.
Yeah. There's a lot here.
Oh, a fearless Tony Ferguson card.
See, the problem is, right, it used to be in the old days, to everybody that wants to understand collecting, right, you kind of knew who the good cards were. Like, if you had a Jordan, you knew what you were working with.
Yeah.
Now,
I feel like Conor McGregor's the Jordan.
yeah.
You got a Jordan.
I got a Jordan here. I got it under Fearless Lightweights, Conor McGregor.
And then, you know, I think
the Cyril Gagne is worth something because he's hot right now.
we have two, well, say we. I'm just putting
Yeah, we.
I'm inserting.
We're in this together because you're getting him signed. No, we're getting this.
dude.
He's going to be going around the PI.
Actually, honest to God.
Cody Stamann will be going around the PI getting signings.
I'll get banned from going there.
Get the ban lifetime.
You got to stop harassing the
You have
athletes.
to stop asking everybody for signings.
I mean, honest to God, get these. I see Francis
Well, Francis would be an easier one.
15 times a week. Francis is the man.
I got to order. I'm going to order right now some inserts. You know? What do you have? Anything good? You were quiet up there. You didn't get anything good. We'll put these in the...
Got another Tony Ferguson here.
These Fearlesses. Worth something.
Alistair Overeem. That's a good one.
Okay.
Another Amanda Nunez.
Oh, you got a Matt Brown. You didn't say anything. Where were you? We got a Matt Brown
I tell
here.
you, I got a Mal Brown.
He actually was talking about wanting to get a Matt Brown
Yeah.
before we started.
Got a Matt Brown. Shout out to Matt Brown.
Calvin Gastelum. That's a good one. Another Ferguson.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to know what Dana's reaction was when he opened those cards for the first time and seen the quality of those things.
They're beautiful packs. Now, do we agree with how much they cost? Because I remember when cards were like 50 cents.
10 cents a card.
These are big money.
Oh, what's big money?
Where am I?
So what are we missing? We didn't get a Claudia Gadeja. We didn't get a Cody Stamann.
Yeah.
I gave you one, though. So
Yeah, he gave me one. So
was it just fighters throughout the years, or was it like a certain year?
oh, well, Zach said he pulled a blue Cody Stamann.
Oh.
In his first UFC blaster, he ripped. So, Zach, you got one. We'll have to get it to Cody and have it signed. Zach, send it to Cody.
I'll sign it for you, dude.
We'll get it signed.
Oh,
Send it out.
You don't want to know how much these are going for on eBay.
Stupid money.
Stupid money.
How much? Rattle a couple off. Give us some stats.
Oh, there's a box on there right now for going for, $500.
No way.
For a box of these cards. The box
Yeah.
we just opened.
So a box right now
$500.
on Amazon, a box of 24 packs is $380.
Yeah.
So you can buy them for $380 on Amazon. Why would you spend $500 on?
It's got 1 star though, so maybe they aren't delivering.
Yeah. I have to get like the hard plastic that they go in.
Yeah.
24 cards a
Little-
box though is $100. So these things are not cheap.
They're not.
But damn, I've never seen a card that good of quality though.
No. And we'll get some autographs on them. We'll make them worthwhile.
I got one left.
Really.
Yeah, we get some autographs. Maybe we'll do a giveaway or two, huh?
I'll give them all away.
Give them all away.
You know? Any 6 silvers. We didn't get any silvers, did we?
I didn't see any.
You know, we didn't get any silvers. We got more coming, though, Zach. And if you get that out to Cody, DM Cody, Zach. If we get him the card, we'll get it signed. What do you got there? What's that firework? Anyone? Oh, Joanna. Thought it was
I was about
somebody.
to say, is he holding cards back?
Yeah.
Holding cards back?
He's hoarding cards. I don't know.
There's one.
He doesn't even know the
Cards
people.
Zone,
He's
right?
embarrassed.
Factory sealed box
a
of
few that I
12
don't know.
packs, $1,200.
So
on the
oh
Sports
wow.
Zone.
This has got to be
Blue-
worth something here.
Okay, you can buy the complete set on eBay
Are we sure that's it?
for
Look at your
$550.
$550 for the complete set.
Complete set, 200 cards.
So the silvers say Prizm on the back. They say Prizm on the back. Did we get any silvers?
That's Steve.
Well, it's got the complete list of all the fighters too.
You know, we got a lot here. You know,
Yeah, it's got a list of all the fighters on the eBay listing too.
we didn't get any doubles.
Doubles? I mean, the same card twice, you're saying?
Yeah, we didn't
You
get
got
any.
a Colby in there
Actually,
at all
no.
or no?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
you got a Colby?
I
Yeah.
pulled a Covington, yeah. I don't know where it went.
We pulled a Covington. So I'm gonna get a box to put these cards in. I need like a special
Special
case,
box.
right?
There's a Kobe right here.
There is an Antonia.
It's Antonina.
Antonina, whatever.
I'm ordering like some crazy case right now.
So what's the? Are these sideways, or I guess landscape cards? Are they worth more? Are they just?
Oh, the side skate. The side. Well, does it say Prizm on the
landscape? Right.
Landscape cards. Colby Covington, number 116.
Maybe not.
These are gorgeous cards. Not for none, they're gorgeous cards. We'll figure out if they're worth something. We got a bunch of different ones here. The Prizm cards, I think these green ones, there's some green ones in there too.
Yeah.
So we got some green ones. I don't know what those equal out to, but I got a Fearless Conor McGregor, if anyone knows.
Oh,
So
Google that. That's
the
gotta
Sean
be-
O Malley situation, let's get back to that.
The Conor McGregor card, somebody's got one listed for $540 on eBay.
The Fearless one?
It's not the Fearless one. It's just a regular one.
So
How much is the Fearless one worth?
That's worth a whole box.
If it's worth, what's it
That
worth?
one card.
He's looking now. We're gonna get the compute. We're gonna compute. Then we'll figure out what the Sean O'Malley one's worth. We'll burn it. We'll
All
do
right,
some.
Let's see what it's going for. Let's see.
Actually, somebody sent me a thing. There was a card that was worth like $6,000. One card.
One card. We don't have it though.
Before I burn it.
Fucking Christ.
Kinda.
Is that a?
They're
It's
already
not.
Just think
on
about
eBay, though.
I just think about.
It's a lightweight. The guys they're as Zach asked which one. It's a light. It's an impact. It's an impact. It's Fearless. Fearless. Connor.
Well, here's another one for $26.
It's a number one.
So I guess we're kind of hard to gauge the pricing on these things.
Fearless is $25.
Let's see.
So that's
Yeah, there's a
okay.
bunch of different ones.
If I could,
We did good. I think we did
I
okay.
feel like we did really good.
Is the Sean O'Malley one worth anything before
Light it on
before
fire.
Cody goes in the bathroom, takes a shit, and wipes his ass with it?
Let's see.
I'll just whatever it's worth. I'll just pay you.
Oh God.
Do you take
What?
credit?
No, hold on. I'm looking.
It's just a
Do you take Zoom? Look at. Do you take fucking Zoom?
take it.
I was happy to open these. They're gorgeous.
Yeah, it's worth some money.
Well, how much? What's the Sean O'Malley worth?
The 2021 is listed at. It's listed. Keep in mind, it's not what it's selling for. Listed at $449.
$449.
Dude,
There's also
wow.
one listed for $250. There's some signed ones, right? The some of the green signature debut edition ones, right? $700.
Ooh, baby,
So the Sean O'Malley.
it's worth it.
Yeah, minimum price I'm seeing is $130 on just like the regular one.
I've spent money on worse things.
Honestly, we will donate the card to the Cody Stamann training fund if the card ends up pinned in your window when you fight him, and you crumple it like Stallone crumples the fucking.
I'll light it on fire.
Light it on fire
in front of him.
in front of him. Just be like, whatever it's worth. You should wear it around your neck like a chain, like a chain. So you got a legitimate, I think a legitimate storyline there. I think.
I mean, I've been chirping him for years. There's really nothing. He doesn't say anything. He'll say one word.
But like, let's take a little deeper analysis of this. Who has he fought really?
Nope. I mean, nobody worth. I don't want to say that because
So where does his following come from?
I'm not gonna.
No, do it. Down him.
Maybe it's his cool
what does
tattoo.
his following come from?
Yeah.
I mean, he's. I think he's so relatable to. There's a the niche market. There's a niche market that is like Sean O'Malley plays video games, gets high all the time. I mean, like I feel like kids in their mom's basement like love this guy and they worship him, and those are the guys that chirp you online.
Of course.
So I mean, so when I say something about Sean O'Malley, I have 100 messages from angry children and grown ass men. Actually, so this is a true story. This is a true story. So I made a comment about difference between my fans and his fans is like my fans go to work the next day. His fans have to ask their mom if they can buy the fight.
You're not wrong.
Funny, right? Anyways, I got messages. I'm not shitting you from probably 50 different grown men.
How dare you.
Telling me I have 2 kids, I have 2 jobs, I work my ass off, and I'm a Sean O'Malley fan. And I'm like,
okay.
What the fuck?
What the
like,
fuck?
what did I just get into? Like, I feel like I stepped into a different reality.
It's true.
It's a whole different. There's a whole different world of weirdos that worship this dude.
For what it's worth, if you search Sean O Malley fights, the first 3 articles that come up, the second one is Cody Stamann lobbies for easiest fight in the division with overhyped clown Sean O Malley.
I don't even remember saying that.
The next article
gold.
is
That's
TJ
awesome.
doesn't think Sean O'Malley will become UFC champion. There's all kinds of stuff but
Sweet.
so he's 14-1 is what his record currently.
So he legitimately fought one legitimate opponent at bantamweight, Cheeto Vera. Cheeto stopped him via one leg kick in the second round, and then ground and pounded him out. And Cheeto's kind of one of those guys that kind of bounces around in the rankings. Sometimes he's ranked, sometimes he's not.
I know everybody likes him. They call him Sugar.
Booger Sugar.
Booger Sugar. Yeah.
Booger Sugar. I mean, he doesn't appeal to me, and I think there's a great storyline there, and I think that there's an awesome arc and there's an awesome angle, and I hope the matchmakers see it. I hope Sean and Mick see it. I think that there's tremendous opportunity. I think it'd be a great fight too, and you'd be a worthy challenger for
You know
sure.
what it is? It's the hair, John.
Yeah,
It's the hair.
it's.
It may be
it was listen. The UFC. I mean, there's a big advantage for guys from a marketing standpoint starting on the Contender Series, just because they want to promote guys that start in the Contender Series. That's their series, same as the Ultimate Fighter. Like, this guy was on the Ultimate Fighter. Like, they like guys coming up through their channels, and rightly so. Rightly so. I mean, if they can make stars, and there's a lot of really, really tough guys that have come out of Contender Series, and like, he had a sweet knockout on the Contender Series, and it just kind of steamrolled from there. He went and smoked a joint with Snoop Dogg, and I mean, that was cool. I thought he was cool then, but the antics, man. I thought that giving his start, he would have to fight the same guys everybody else had to fight. You know what I mean? He was going to have to fight the tough guys, and he's just a constant reminder of the realities of the popularity contest that we're involved in. And I wish I was better at it, but I'm just a fucking little hillbilly that's like just an asshole. You know what I mean? I have a hard time being that shameless self-promoter that he is.
But the personality doesn't matter if you can't win a fight, though.
Well, he wins because he spoon-fed some of these.
But I'm just saying, like, if it ever comes down to it and he stops, winning fights, then it'll be a different story.
If he legitimately fights, someone, myself or whoever, they were talking about giving him Frankie Edgar, but that, in my eyes, is another. I want to say, you'd never say this about Frankie Edgar, because
it's a legacy fight.
He is literally. He's my favorite guy in the UFC.
But it's a legacy fight.
I love Frankie.
You know that, and I know that.
Frankie Edgar is 39 years old, though. You know what I mean? Like, time gets us all.
Yeah.
And the guy's got more fight miles than anybody I know. You know what I mean? Like, how many wars has Frankie Edgar been in? Even at like lightweight. This guy was a lightweight champ. He was fighting big boys, getting knocked around.
What do we know that we can draw from? The reality is, regardless of what we think of someone, their time happens and it goes on. And Frankie, it's funny, I'm holding his card right here, has had an extraordinary career. And honestly, he's one of the pioneers of wrestling in the UFC, for sure.
Stud.
And he's a stud, and he's a hell of a guy, and he's a guy a lot of guys go to for that advice. So, of course, like, he would be the springboard fight that Sean would need, that legacy fight, that would make sense. But along the way, you earn that respect in the ring. And do you think that they're giving him soft fights and they're padding him?
I mean, I don't even need to speculate on that. I mean, anybody with two eyes could see that that's happening.
Right.
And his last fight,
he couldn't finish the kid.
Short notice opponent, a guy that fought at 25, a guy that was 9-4, maybe never make it to the UFC had he not stepped up at that very moment, because he's the only guy that made weight. Most bantamweights are big dudes that cut tons of weight, including myself. However, I put my name in the hat, was like, listen, this clown wants to go up to 45. Like, I have not been training for a fight, but I'm willing to get in there and see what happens. And honestly, I was like, I've got to be at the top of the list. There can't be a whole lot of guys, but there were, you know, a couple other guys that stood up, and he actually wanted to fight Ricky Simone, who was another, you know, really, really tough bantamweight. And, you know, Ricky, I guess, told him he could make weight, then he couldn't, and then they go get this kid from the sideline, who actually I met, is actually a really nice kid, so I don't want to say anything.
He's from Mass. He's a Massachusetts kid, yeah.
Yeah.
Tough kid.
Kid could take a beating.
He took a fucking beat, and he went to the brink.
Still got the fucking green hair. I saw him at the gym the other day. Mm-hmm. I was like, why does that kid look familiar? I'm like, oh, shit.
He took a fucking beating.
And then I watched him spar, and I was like, that's literally exactly what I thought he was.
Mm-hmm. What are you reading?
I'm reading about like who O'Malley like was saying last month who he wanted to fight next, and it was Peter Yan, Dominic Cruz, or Rob Font.
Be honest though, listen, if those names come across his desk, he's got something to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're not willing to fight Frankie Edgar because it's in New York and you're gonna have to pay a bunch of taxes, like, let's be honest, you don't want those fights.
Right. You
don't want those fights. If you won't fight Frankie Edgar 5 years out of his prime, like, why would you want to fight some fucking hardened killer that is in his prime?
Yeah, Frankie seems like the logical next choice for him. You know what I mean? It seems like that's the way he would go. A legacy guy, he gets a win on, you know, nothing against Frankie, like you said, but that gives him a shot to set himself up as a headline type guy. You take down a headline guy, you become a headline guy, right?
Yep.
And he's kind of on the verge of that.
Yep.
Now, whether or not you're able to slide in there, which we'd love to see.
See me wiggle in there.
See you wiggle in there and stir it up, stir the fucking pot.
Also, I mean, I'm more than stirring. I'm like, I got my balls in the pot right now.
Balls are in the pot.
Balls,
you heard it here.
They are 3 inches off his forehead right now, and he is not saying a fucking word. The guy's, his lips are sealed. Maybe he said something. I don't know, but I haven't heard anything.
I think it'd be a great match.
And that's all that has to happen. I mean, to pretend that fighters can't matchmake and get their own fights is bullshit, because that is an easy way for you to fight who you want to fight.
Of course.
You're doing the job for them, right? I say something to Sean, he says something back.
It's on.
The brass sees it, boom, it's on. We're fighting. That's it. You know what I mean? So for him to say that I haven't been offered those big fights, I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Yeah, he was saying here just like 4 days ago that, you know, he doesn't care who he fights or who they pick next for him because he gets paid the same no matter what.
He cares. I mean, come on. Come on. When people say that's bullshit. I don't care if you're the baddest man on the planet.
His bank account isn't directly affected.
No one ever says, give me anybody, and they mean it.
I did an interview, and they were asking me, like, you know, okay, realistically, you know, you go two ways. Do you try to shoot back up and get the, you know, number 7 ranking again, and try to, you know, 2 fights be in a contender spot, or do you sit back and, you know, fight, you know, somebody that maybe you've never heard of? And I'm like, listen, there's a big advantage to, you know, moving up. Obviously, there's a lot more clout. There's a ton of things, and it's great. But I have fought nothing but hardened killers. So if they send me someone I've never heard of, I'm gonna say yes to the fight. You know what I mean? And like nobody mentions this because everybody acts like they don't care, but you care.
Yes.
You tell me I have to fight Jose Aldo compared to I have to fight some guy that's 0-2 in the UFC.
Jose Aldo looked like he was in his prime the other night.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, there is a difference. Like, those guys are scary. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of the guys I fought, when I signed that contract, like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I was a stone cold killer. You know what I mean? Like, when you're going to war with someone, like, there's fear that comes into your mind. You know that guy can hurt you. You've seen him hurt other people. You've seen him hurt other people that you know are tough. You know what I mean?
Well, I think you respect the preparation, and I think that's the Tom Brady answer, right? Like, you have to prepare. And people who say, like, you know, Aldo could be in a similar boat as Frankie, but like, you look at Aldo in his last fight, of course you're looking at that, you know what I mean? And you're saying, Jesus, you know, he looked good, he looked crisp, he looked awesome, you know, he's hitting his shots, he's just moving.
He's fighting Pedro Munoz.
And
the toughest dude I've ever seen fight. I mean, like, as far as like from a tough, like, that guy gets hit with a board
Yeah, when
And
fighters say
does
they don't
not
pay
stop.
attention, that's a naive, stupid answer, because Tom Brady does a press conference and he'll say, I respect the opponent, we need to hit the film room, we need to work it, and that's part of the game. But that, for some reason in fighting, it's, I'll take anybody, fuck, I'll fight Logan Paul. Like,
That's just what you think you're supposed to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like, I'll fight a gorilla if you pay me right. Like,
right. I mean, it's, you could chase the paycheck, or you can understand the strategy involved. What? You like that card?
It's a Paul Felder card.
It's a Paul Felder card.
Nice, I like it.
Yeah, we got some good cards. I'm going to rattle off. We got
Terrible commentator.
the rookie cards, okay, are labeled. That I figured out. So they say rookie in the top. They say RC. So I figured that much out. I'll go through this. Notable rookie cards we got, as far as my pile goes, the only one that we got that's notable is like a Dan Ige. Would be like a top line guy. As far as rookie cards. So we got a Dan Ige. To everybody listening out there that wants to comment on this. Regular cards go straight from the pack. There's a mix. There's obviously Amanda Nunes in there, Michelle Watterson, Colby Covington, Tony Ferguson. There's a few good regular cards in there. Nate Diaz, Sean O Malley, obviously being one of the more notable. Dominic Cruz, Alistair Overeem. In the Fearless packs, we did get a Conor McGregor. That has to be the best. And we got a Tony Ferguson. So that's the Fearless. We did get a Valentina regular card, Chiesa, Matt Brown. Those are friends, so we'll put those in the sign pile. And knockout artists, we got a Francis, Donald Cerrone, and Stephen Thompson. How about Wonder Boy, though? I said this earlier, not probably out of the title shot now, right? What a fucking shame.
That sucks. I mean, he
just had an off night, right? Like, it was just an off night.
I mean, that's a tough grappler.
Yeah.
You're fighting like one of the best grapplers in the world.
Does he come back?
I don't know.
It's hard. He's got the age thing creeping now.
I don't know. He is definitely one of my favorite guys to watch, just because he does
so much right.
Yeah, he does simple things with like absolute like mastery. You don't see that. I mean, to be able to fight in that karate stance or that style, like I trained with a kid, Jared Scoggins, who trained under Wonder Boy's dad, and same style of karate. Like, that is a hard style to figure out.
Right.
They got something different going on over there. Like that's a deadly system.
Is it a system that can rival the wrestling, jiu-jitsu?
Nothing rivals.
Dirty boxing combo?
Nothing rivals wrestling. Nothing. It's the trump card. It's literally like you have all these attributes, and then someone's like, I can wrestle. And you're
Right.
like, oh, fuck. Nobody wants to fight a wrestler. It's tough to get fights if you're known for being a wrestler. You know what I mean? It really is. It really is. Nobody wants to fight you if you can wrestle.
Yeah, I don't think wrestlers would be high up my list. I agree with that.
It's not even like a danger standpoint. It's just like the fact that some guy can take you down and physically hold you on the ground is just it's a miserable thought. It might be worse than getting smacked with a
It doesn't
chicken.
become really real, though, I feel, till you do jiu-jitsu and you understand that someone can hold you down against your will.
You get smothered.
And if you just did wrestling, you wouldn't fully understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you just can't, like, people don't get, like, what it means to be held down and what that actually means, and, like, someone can impose their will on you. And that's why when you start.
But you do in wrestling, you know what I mean? Like, there are points for escaping, and there's guys
that are good at scrambles.
There's guys that are really good on top, and they just like bury you and wrench your joints around.
But I feel like in jiu-jitsu, man, compared to wrestling, it's so much more disheartening.
It's a different feeling.
Like, it's so much.
And
It takes more.
You're face to face.
Yeah,
Face to face with
it's
them.
more intimate, I guess. The kill is a little more. Like I'm saying, so if there was one thing,
you better be comfortable with your sexuality. You start grappling in any.
yeah, I feel like wrestling gets you to the like little nuances in jiu-jitsu that you add into your wrestling game.
It gets you to the party. The question is, do you have any game?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Can you seal the deal? Like, literally.
Oh man,
Talking about.
it's so true, And then of course, there's always the oil change, the best move to come out of wrestling in the history of moves. When all else fails,
Stick a finger in their ass.
stick a finger in their ass. The oil change.
I don't know. It doesn't work on the Russians, dude. They don't even flinch.
They don't even flinch. The Russians don't flinch. Maybe it's the leftover commie regime. So
Oh, we're going there, huh? We're going there?
We're going there. I didn't rattle off the fireworks, guys. I'm not ignoring the fireworks cards. We got some fireworks cards here. I don't know if they're worth anything. We got a Stipe, a Joanna Francis, and a Weili Zhang. Number 15, yeah.
That's a good one.
So there's some cards here. We got some stuff.
You got some good stuff, I think.
We got to start.
I do.
This Marlon Moraes has to be worth something because it's 36 of 42, and it's limited. So, Rory, this has to be worth something. If I was to guess. If anybody knows, it looks very limited.
Honestly, though, if I had to guess, that Connor card's worth more than anything.
Yeah, you said $25, right?
It's 25.
Yeah.
That Connor card's worth 25 bucks?
It's more than that. The cheapest one was like 125, and that was like a basic one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, say what you want, but Connor's still the biggest draw. And
Now, you were saying earlier, what does this mean now that you guys step into the collectibles market?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. I'm actually meeting with a guy who knows this very well to figure out exactly what it means.
Signings and all that jazz.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right, the Marlin card, 2021. You can get it for $1.
it's special though. Look, is it this one? Is that one?
Nah, it's just like a blue background. It's not.
No, this is a pink special limited.
Even his signature one is like $1.25 right now with 5 days left.
Boom. And the Sean O Malley is trying to get stabbed right now. We could have a problem here.
Yeah, you get the signature one for $1.99 right now. 3 days left.
How much is the Sean O Malley base version worth? Still one? Is it 125? Did we confirm that?
Let's see.
It's number 61.
I'm going to look it up.
Because I'll loan it.
Pops up as $300, but that one's the signatures.
Yeah, this is just the base Prizm.
Let me search complete.
Run of the mill.
Got here.
Number 61.
All right. $36 for the regular green one. $8 for the regular silver one.
Give me it.
Oh, done. Wait. All right. Now that we've confirmed.
$26.
All right, it's still within the. When we thought it was in the hundreds.
Let's say, the hundreds ones are the ones that are like. The one that was
All right.
Hold on.
I already dented it, I think. I already fucking wait, no, I don't want your fucking $8.
Hold on.
Wait.
We gotta get this. I'll tell you what. I'll give you $10 for it.
Oh my! I don't want your $10. I'll loan it to you in lieu of the hat.
$10.
$10. This is an exchange.
I bought this for $10.
$10.
We got this whole.
Listen, wait. This right here.
Where's the closest lighter?
I got you. Hold on. I got you. I'm not gonna set any alarm.
We can do something more exciting
No,
than that.
what?
Why don't we shoot it with a burner?
Let's do it. Yeah, let's shoot it with something.
We don't have anything to shoot it with.
We don't have any burner?
I'll throw knives at it.
Oh.
We need something to throw it in. Hold on.
We got to get it on video. I have to get a personal video of this too.
Hold on.
Let's do it after.
Well, yeah, we'll do it after. We'll burn. We are going to burn it. We're going to get it on video burning.
Oh, it's
so we are going to burn the card. So, Silver Fearless, 99 cents. Thank you. The guys are looking them up as we go. We appreciate it. Any guys, we're going to be opening more of these with some people. I'm going to get Kiesa involved. We'll get his opinion on some of these guys, and we'll see how this goes. We are going to have a card burning at the end. There will be some level of a burning. We don't know what to put it in, though, if it's burning. What are we going to put it in? We're going to put it in like a barrel.
Trash bin or something?
The toilet.
We'll figure it out.
I'll burn it over the toilet.
Yeah, we'll burn it. No, I know what we'll do. We'll
We
take
kind of pride ourselves on our nice facilities here. We don't want to mess those up.
So if it doesn't happen,
You got a boot.
if it doesn't happen with Sean O Malley, where do you see it going next?
I don't know. Who knows? I mean, literally,
Prep the barrel.
it's such a weird. I think people think that it happens a different way. Literally, I could get a phone call right now from my manager. Do you want to fight this person on this date? And it's always a shock to me. I never know. It's a complete surprise. It doesn't happen the way you think it does. There's not a lot. It's like a yes or a no, or sometimes it's like, hey, I want to take this fight, but just to check all boxes, I want to talk to my coaches first.
Of course.
It's like that kind of situation. Like that's it. It happens fast. I mean, I could be fighting in 6 weeks, I could be fighting.
We're getting the bucket ready for the burning.
Man, I think it'd be better in the toilet.
You don't have to pee or anything, I hope. This way you can just throw it in there once we have a proper flame.
Well, if he did it in the toilet, you could do business on it afterwards.
We can dump it in the toilet for some business after, and that could be a private video that Cody shares with his audience on a unlimited page.
On OnlyFans.
On OnlyFans.
Fans only?
Does that bother you at all that the women have gotten into that? Do you feel like you need a men's page where you can take your clothes off, or do you feel like OnlyFans is an option for you?
No, I mean, I think there's actually some guys that actually like post grappling videos.
No, that's what he was trying to do with it. The owner of OnlyFans was trying to make it legit.
Yeah.
They were trying to go that route.
Yeah.
So you can make money if you put but there's so much online now that it's crazy, and who can compete with Henner putting out like these fucking videos every other week?
Right.
You know?
You don't know who the top 10 earners are on OnlyFans right now as of February?
Who?
Cardi B, Tyga, Mia Khalifa,
All rap stars?
Erica Mena, whoever that is, and Pia Mia.
Pia Mia. Who the fuck is that?
Who are these people?
Safari Samuels,
I don't know. I don't even watch
Megan
the names.
Hansen, and Jim Wolfe.
Do they have anything on the fighters on OnlyFans yet? Is there any news articles out there?
Oh, I could probably see that.
I'm sure that there is. I know a bunch that are on there that are not out of the closet yet about it. Well, they are, but they're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a
there's
whole
a lot of
list
good-
of UFC fighters that got OnlyFans. There's a
Any
top
men?
24. Let's see. There's a top 24.
There's a top 24. Hold on, everybody.
Hold on. Let's see.
It's the part of the
Women. One of the guys goes, "It's where women pay me to keep my clothes on."
It's all ladies.
What do you got?
It says number 1 is Felice Herrig.
Okay.
Is what it
Makes sense.
The fucking ring girls got their OnlyFans.
Oh, they got the ring girls.
Ariana Celeste is number 1. Obviously.
I'm sure.
Good for them.
Oh, here we go. Men fighters. Israel Adesanya.
I did.
Is
hear
he?
that. Somebody told me that.
Is he
And
butt naked
Diego
on there?
Sanchez number 2.
Cool.
Is he butt naked on there?
I mean, yeah.
You can buy it.
Oh, it's fucking crazy. Now,
It's a weird world we live in.
Jesus Christ. Listen, if someone will pay me to show my freaking Brajal, I'll consider it.
How much?
Unlimited. $5.99 to not show it. To not show.
$5.99 to keep my clothes on.
$1,000 to not show.
Joanna J, with the last name I can't say, is like.
But also, like, you fight. I mean, like, I fight in a fucking pair of spandex shorts. Like, I fight in a pair of booty shorts.
People want to
like,
see your shit.
dude.
They want to see your feet or something.
Yeah, they want
probably
to
weird
wiki
like that.
feet.
Or hey, $10, I'll send you a pair of underwear worn once.
Well, we're going to commence the burning.
Yeah.
We're going to commence the burning. We are going to burn Sean O Malley's card in effigy. Cody Stamann has some issues here. He wants to proclaim
We're going to work through
his
the
dominance through fire.
We're going to work through it.
We're going to work through it. We're going to take videos.
Playing his dominance through fire.
That's a good way to go. Countries have been doing it for years.
So I gotta fucking set this.
He's got to set this up. He's got to set up his camera. He's going to take a whole video. We're going to do it live on air.
We are.
He's declaring this. It's a big moment. I can get you like a tripod or something.
Let's get the wide shot.
Yeah, wait. Why don't I get you a tripod? You can put right here. Let me get one. Hold on. Rory, tell the
I
story.
mean, all the shit you have here. Of course, you got a tripod. Oh yeah, that's fancy. Is that for your OnlyFans page?
This is for OnlyFans. Look at this. You can set something up right here so you can show everybody in your audience. You want to go the other way with it, right?
Balls might be hanging on my shorts.
Oh no.
Exclusive OnlyFans content.
This way, right? And then pull it tight. Nice and tight. There we go. We just set Cody's camera up because he's trying to show his audience this moment in time. So we're gonna. Can we get? Is there any way we can get closer? Can we get a close up of this?
Let's see. There we go.
Right there, right? So you're.
Yeah, we'll go right
that's
there.
that. You're in the frame. See.
You're in the frame.
There you go. So here we go.
Huh?
This is for the OnlyFans page. No, this is for
I paid a lot of money for this. It was
$10.
worth
Sean O Malley card.
every penny.
This is a John Bartolo exclusive. Let's see how these.
What if it doesn't burn because it's so shiny?
I know. What if it didn't? Wait, we got it. We got it.
Oh, it's burning.
It's burning. Show it to the camera. Bring it this way. There we go.
There we go.
Sean O Malley,
Sorry, buddy.
let's see if you accept the challenge.
Hey, the flame color kind of looks like a piece
I know.
of his hair.
Show your audience. There you go.
Oh,
Fire!
Done.
I hope you get what you want.
I hope I do too.
Say
Let's see.
something to your audience over there in the camera because I know you're recording.
Fuck Sean O'Malley. I'm gonna piss on this when I'm done.
And shit on it. and shit on it. And shit. So there you have it. The challenge has been made. To me, the gauntlet has been cast.
There's literally nothing else I can do at this point.
There's nothing else you can do.
I said I was gonna piss and shit on his card.
You think it crossed the line when Connor brought the family into it? You think this
absolutely.
Like that crosses the line?
Absolutely. Like, somebody told me when I was fighting. You guys remember Brian Caraway?
Yeah.
So, someone was like, he just broke up with Misha Tate. It was a nasty breakup. They were like, you should give him a cupcake at the weigh-ins. That would go viral. You should do that.
Right.
And like, I already had these kind of, I guess, preconceived notions that I was never going to be that guy. There was just a line that I wasn't going to cross. I was never going to do that. And they're like, no, I'm serious. Like, it'd go nuts online. Like you would have a huge fan base immediately. And I'm like, I just can't do it. I can't do it.
Right.
I couldn't do it. I will do anything.
I think that's the right thing, though.
To you personally, I mean, we're going to fight. You know what I mean? That's the deal. We signed up for this shit. But, like, to bring your family involved, like, your family didn't sign up for it. Like, leave family out of it. And, like, people say nasty stuff about your family. Nasty stuff. I mean,
I think when you get in the ring during the fight, like during a football game, you got to let it fly.
Yeah.
I think almost anything flies. Like we used to say, between the lines, anything flies. But when the mics come in the ring and it starts to become a public thing,
yeah,
you got to button it up. Like if you're on top of a guy and you want to shit talk on a high level, you
There's
can.
so many different ways to promote a fight rather than, shitting on
Drudgery.
Family. Like family, family and religion, there's just a line. And who's going to stop anybody from doing it, though? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Because people see people getting famous doing it. You know what I mean? They see, like, people look up to Conor McGregor. They see Conor doing that. And, it's hard to hate on Conor McGregor because Conor McGregor, everybody's getting paid more. Ultimately, like, he raised the tide for everybody. He's the man. Like, there's no taking that away from him, but
there's definite gamesmanship. There's definitely back and forth. There's definitely some theatrics to it, but you're saying you can keep it within a framework.
I think so.
Of respect and still honor the sport. I agree with that.
You don't have to. I mean, it can be absolutely, utterly disrespectful to that person, to his coaches, to his camp, to his training partners. You know what I mean?
You just don't want to be Cocoa Pebbles.
Yeah, you can slap his best friend training partner in the face. You know what I mean? You can, like, throw a bottle of piss at his coach, like, but you can't say anything about his wife or his kids or his mother or his dad or his religion or his. It's just don't do it. Just don't do it. I mean, again, I was brought up in a different place, though. I don't know.
You were brought up with actual respect
you just didn't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just didn't do that. And and if you did, like, it was
I think it was a last ditch effort of him to try to get a fourth fight because I think that's the fight that he wants, and it's the fight that keeps him relevant.
Do you think it's the fight he wants, though?
I do. I think he's done. Look. Am I saying something crazy that he's done? You know what I mean? He's done. And I think that there's not a lot of relevant battles left, but if he can stretch this out and milk this as long as possible, I just don't see anybody clamoring for something else. There's a storyline here. There's a byline here that I think he'd like to continue because if he gets a fourth, then he gets a fifth.
Dustin starched him twice. If I'm Conor, I don't want to fight Dustin again.
Yeah, logic would say that.
I want to fight Nate Diaz.
Yeah, logic would say that.
I want to fight Nate Diaz. Honest to God, bet me that's his next fight.
It should be. It should be
a comeback fight. It's going to be against Nate Diaz. They can promote the hell out of it. That's two.
It's a legacy fight.
Superstars in the sport. They're 1-1. They're going to end up fighting again. I bet you that's his next fight, and probably nothing after that.
Yeah.
Or, I did actually hear someone say that Masvidal would be another, but Masvidal's a tough dude.
Yeah.
Masvidal's a really, really tough dude, and I don't think it would be Masvidal. I don't think
welterweight's a tough scrum for him to jump in and actually.
But Jorge's a lightweight too, though. Jorge is made 55. Like, honestly, though, Conor, if he stayed at 45 his entire career, nobody ever beat him. Still to this day, I don't think anybody's beat him. I think he's still undefeated. I don't think anybody ever beat him.
Do you think his legacy's taking a hit?
If I'm Conor McGregor, who cares?
Right.
Who cares? I mean, Ali lost.
Of course.
Greatest of all time. People have more respect for Ali with losses than they do for Floyd Mayweather, who never lost.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, when all the dust settles, people will remember that Conor was a showman and that he was the double champ. Those things will be highlighted. Everything else will be kind of pushed away. Mike Tyson lost a lot.
The thing with Ali is Ali will always go down as the greatest multi-time champion, 2-time, I believe, right? Lineal.
Because of what he did outside of the ring.
Yeah, and Ali was a lot of things, and I think towards the end, that fades away. Like, he fought a lot of bad fights towards the end, Ali. Fought a lot of bad fights he shouldn't have fought. He got bad advice, and there was people around him that milked the name. But he also was in an era when he wasn't making as much money. Towards the end, he started making a lot of money. So it's hard to say no to those purses and those types of exhibition fights that he fought in. Towards the end, he never should have been in the ring. I think everybody knows that.
It's easy to sit on the couch and be like, oh, I mean, listen, you're past your prime. Why are you fighting? It's like, I've made $10 million up to this point. Mm-hmm. They're going to give me $20 million for one more fight. Why would I not?
Why would I not do it?
You know what I mean? I'm like, I set my family up for life.
And it keeps you relevant.
That's what you do. You fight. Fighters fight. I mean, it's going to be hard. And I've thought about it, and I've talked about it with people. Like, when it's over, it's going to be hard to know that you got to stop. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Honest to God, it's going to be terribly hard to decide, like, hey, I don't have it anymore. I got to stop doing this shit.
Right.
Like, because there's always going to be that, like, you can take, you know what I mean? Your body can't do it anymore, but in your head, you're like, I can still do this. Always.
It's always hard.
Yeah.
No one knows when to say no. And then look at Brady. That's just crazy.
Freak of nature.
Just crazy. Being able to do it into such an old age.
What's he doing? Honest to God, I mean, the health, but there's more to it than that. There's more to it.
What do you think it is?
Well, I don't think. Well, when he's a quarterback, he's
less damage.
He was never that athletic. You know what I mean? And he's consistent. You know what I mean? He doesn't put the wear and tear on his body that a lot of people do. I don't feel like he probably lives a pretty healthy lifestyle, 24/7.
Well, I think when you get into the conversation of GOATs, people will talk about Tom's longevity, and I think Gretzky. To me, when I was growing up, Gretzky was the biggest GOAT. He was, because he was the GOAT when we came of age. Jordan came after, at least in my era. Jordan came after, and it was like, all right. To me, a GOAT is you compare everybody to that one person whenever you mention a sport. Has that happened yet in the UFC in terms of how people get compared? It's always harder in fighting sports because there's so many to choose from, and there's so many different eras, and there's so many different times that it's harder to get it down to that finite thing.
There's a GOAT in every era. Like, I think when I first started, it was GSP, and no question, GSP was the man. And then it was Anderson Silva, no question, Anderson Silva was the man. And then it was Jose Aldo. Jose Aldo was the man.
I think in fighting, it's a Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, there's a ton of guys that you can put in that category, and who knows? Are you going by strictly statistics? Are you going by what they brought to the table, what they did for sports? Because if you're talking about what they brought,
if I was to the critics out there and everybody listening, and I'm glad we got into this towards the end, but I would say if you were building around Mount Rushmore, you have to put GSP on it, you have to put John Jones on it, and you have to put, to an extent, you have to put Conor McGregor because the double champ thing. And
then there's also Anderson Silva, there's Demetrius Johnson.
But I would put these guys a cut above. Like, I would put Amanda in there, a cut above, Ronda because of her contribution. So if I was to say 5 or 6 names, that would be it. you know, what do they got, 4 or 5 on Mount Rushmore?
And you
5?
look at it, yeah, and you look at, like, we just rattled off like 8 names, and like any one of those people are completely deserving. But like MMA is such a weird sport because the best dude in the world is the best dude in the world on one night. There's so many ways to lose in MMA to where it's different in boxing, it's different in other sports. There's not as many ways to lose, and in MMA, there's a million ways to lose, and Khabib. We didn't even mention Khabib.
That's what makes the Khabib thing special. I know people who analyze Khabib's career. I get it. Like, he never lost a round. I get it.
Perfect.
Yeah, he was but to me, Khabib's an incomplete career.
Yeah.
It's in many ways to put him in that echelon when he had 6 meaningful fights in the UFC. I mean, he headlined half of the Mount John Jones, a quarter.
But that's perfect.
No, he's listen.
From a fighter standpoint, like, you don't take...
But I don't think he's in John Jones' GSP.
You don't take the damage.
Yeah. 100%.
You have the name. You have the pull.
GSP, because of who he went through,
money.
Cody. Because of who he fought and because of who he went through. I mean, he went through probably the thickest era in the UFC.
Yeah, see, I would disagree because I think
Go for it.
I think that you take all those guys, all the best guys in that era, and you fast forward them to today, I don't think they survive.
No, but that would be every sport. You know what I mean? So
100%, it's true, right? So I'm just looking at it from my perspective as an athlete now.
I just see the body of work and what GSP did, and I see it almost like a Marvin Hagler type, where he dominated. He beat all comers. It took a fucking rigged fight for Marvin to lose. It took a fucking terrible fight. He never should have took what Sugar Ray Leonard, under horrible circumstances for him to lose. And GSP, I see a little bit that way. John Jones, where he has that one, kind of like Marvin Hagler, like that one mysterious loss, this is 12-6 elbow. You know what I mean? It's not a loss. It should never be a loss. And I think if he's able to do what I think he's going to do in the heavyweight division, because he's coming in at the right time, he might be able to really shake it up. Whether or not he fights for a title or I think they're setting it up for him for an interim fight, but he doesn't want it. He doesn't want the interim. He wants to go right for the title. And kind of have the ability. He always wants the ability to ride off into the sunset.
Yeah.
That's what John wants.
Yeah, he
at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's made a lot of money. He wants one fight, two fights that set him up for life, never has to work again. So,
and if he swoops in and wins the title, it can be a faceless, it can be Michael Myers, it can be a faceless person as the competition. Francis is irrelevant. It's for him, if he wins that's the legacy. Then he can play off of that for the next 5 fights. You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter. Dude, he can toy with going back down. He can play with a lot of shit.
Give him the money. Give him the money. Give him the money. Let those guys fight. It'll generate the money. You know what I mean?
100%.
$10 million. Is that what he asked for?
Yeah, you think you should get the title shot right out of the gate? That would be better for the UFC.
John Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah, you give John Jones the title shot. Yeah.
I think they're doing the right thing, though, by slow playing it. I think him wanting it fast wasn't good for the UFC. You know what I mean? I think they're better off slow playing it, having an interim champ, creating some controversy so there's some...
Again, the promotion side, it's beyond me.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
I think there's some intrigue there, to build. We'll see. Well, anyway, we burned the card.
We did.
Sean O Malley, if you're listening...
Sorry, buddy.
Cody wants his shot. Give it to him.
Shot it.
All right.
Never mind.
Listen, you get some sponsors. Shout them out. Shout out everything. Let everybody know where to find you.
Right on.
Right on Optics.
Enforce
Weapon Lights. Where can people find you?
CBD.
CBD. Get on it.
At Instagram. On Instagram.
Go follow Cody.
That's it.
Go follow Cody. You'll like what you see. It's a no-nonsense approach. He's a lunch bucket guy. Go check him out.
He's a redneck.
He's a redneck. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank the sponsors. This was fun opening the cards. We're going to do more of this. It's great catching up with Cody. No fights on the docket yet, right? Everything's quiet.
Yet.
Quiet. All quiet on the Western.
My fight's in the garbage can right now.
Fights in the garbage can. So appreciate everyone. Appreciate all the sponsors. I want to thank a few of them now. Gallo Technologies, Rhino Metals, Blackwater, Blackwater Ammunition, BLK Water. Go check out BLK Water. When I say Blackwater, sometimes I'm referring to them. Go check them out. Pretty good stuff. Right here. It's keeping us hydrated.
This is it, right?
Yeah, it's good shit. There's Blackwater ammo. Cody's got some of that. Yeah. Excited.
Can I have it? Thanks,
You can have it. Yeah. Oh, that's worth more than the card.
Thanks, man.
So appreciate.
So this concluded with $10, huh?
$10. I'm losing money now. Now I'm losing money. So appreciate all the sponsors. A complete list of them. Go check them out. Galco Holsters, all the different companies. All you guys that are watching this and have tuned in, please leave a review. I know you support the show and love the show. Please leave a review. It means a lot. Can't thank you guys enough. Go check out all the sponsors. Support the show by supporting it and tapping thumbs up and sharing it. Appreciate you guys.